This is Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. That's talking about Esau, these white people, man. They think that America is not going to go down, man, that they're going to keep prospering and living, man. But, you know, that's not the time we're living in. We're living in the downfall of their kingdom right now as we speak, man. So said Yahweh Shema Shai through the Bible, man. This is Job. Salakia. All right, this is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Right, so you Edomites, the elites, you Edomites, y'all got a cutoff date, man. You know, for all the wickedness that y'all have done to Israel and giving up y'all birthright, man. You know, y'all got a cutoff date, man. You know, y'all kingdom of heaven was only for a specific time. Now it's time for Israel's kingdom of heaven to come, man. And, you know, the elites to go into slavery, and the rest of the Edomites is going to give birth back into the kingdom to go into slavery. You Edomites, you elites, on down to the regular peon people, man. Y'all oppress the world. You know, they oppress the world, man. Starting with Israel. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Right, our land is the land of Israel, man. You know, the elites took that land and put us in slavery and captivity over here in America. And now them fake Jews dwelling in that land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Right, the strangers is talking about the rest of the Israelites, man, the Israelite foreigners, man. And to prove that real quick, this is James. Well, let me see if I can get the one that says strangers. Is it Peter's or is it? All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Shai, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of the Father, of the Most High, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit, right, talking about the Israelites that were scattered in those lands, unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahweh Shai, grace unto you, and peace be multiplied, right, because the Lord got his people coming back to him, man, you know. I had his people in that time coming back to him, you know, people were sending them letters, and, you know, guiding them, you know, so to speak, like how the apostles do us today. James. James chapter 1 verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord, and of the Lord Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings. See, these letters went out to the 12 tribes who were known as the strangers. Those who go back to Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Those who the Lord will have mercy on. And the strangers shall be joined with them, right? All of Israel. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Talking about the elites, man. The rest of the nations. You know, because what's going to happen is America's going to be destroyed. And Yahushua gonna come back with the angels, you know, and do it. And he gonna give his men who did his work on this side the power to go and put these other nations into slavery, you know. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Right, Esau ruled this world by nothing but oppression, man, starting with the elites, man. The elites formed this world to rule Israel with nothing but oppression. You know, they not only the elites of Esau, but the rest of the elites of the world, because, you know, they bluntly just go against the Bible, and you know, they know that we're under the curses. You know, they took our heritage and you know, everything that belonged to us, you know, our nationality, and called it their own. You know, took everything away from us, and you know, the Lord is judging us and shit, man. You know, and they put us in slavery and still got us over here. You know, serving out, you know, doing their laws and operating up under you know, their way of life. You know, Jake can barely get jobs. You know, no matter where they at, they in ghettos, man. You know, Esau gave us all types of poisons and diseases and stuff, man. You know, they oppressed us, you know. So, for that being said, you know, they're going to go into slavery, man. And it shall come to pass in the day, that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. And that's when he come back and we live in the kingdom of heaven. And from the fear of, from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, right? Because we in captivity right here in America, man. This ain't no place of refuge, or no place where you can seek to have live out the American dream and have a future. That's part of the witchcraft for this place, man. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, talking about America. And the king is ultimately the elites, man, because they control everything, man. They set up puppets, you know, to do their bidding and control, you know, keep controlling everything, but they stay in the background, man, pulling the strings. The Lord have broken the staff for the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers, right, broken their power down. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Right, man. That's talking about America, man, the number one enemy of the world right now. Babylon, man, ruled the whole world with oppression, you know, and wickedness, man. You know, and it's coming time to for them to get their judgment, to reap what they sow, man. You know, these other nations is gonna come up against America and destroy this place, and they not gonna get no deliverer. They're not gonna have no mercy. Get no mercy, man. It's like y'all can bear with me. Psalms 55. All right, this Psalm chapter 55, verse 20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant, talking about Esau, this white man, because Esau made covenants with the Native American Indians and broke all them covenants just for the sake of taking their lands and killing them off, man, and enslaving them. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, right? And this is the spirit of the devil, man. Deceitful. But he really trying to overthrow and kill people, man. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Swords, right, man. Esau had an agenda to fulfill, man. And now he's gonna you reap what you sow, man. Especially for you elites. Y'all was the one running the operation. From the elites back to y'all forefathers that were before y'all. Y'all was running the operation, man. So y'all gonna get slavery. The ones that's alive on this side gonna get slavery, and the rest of them are going to be birthed back into the kingdom to serve out their slavery, man. You Edomite crackers, you devils, you elites of Esau. Because they watch these videos. If they run past this one. And a lot of them know, but y'all going into slavery, man. We not having no mercy on y'all. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Psalms 149:4. Psalm chapter 149, verse 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Talking about the Israelites. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people. Right, the heathen, man, of all the nations, man, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Right, so your elites included, right along with those that's like right up under you, man, and those that survive this thermonuclear missiles that hit these specific places besides America, man, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Right, so the saints, the Lord's elect, are going to put these nations into captivity. And that's the righteous thing, man. We served out our slavery already. And we still open here in slavery. Isaiah 24. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, right, the end of days, that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones, the elites, that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Right, so the elites of these nations, the kings and their the high ones, that run these nations and stuff like that, the shadow governments and all of that type of shit, y'all going into slavery. So said Yahweh Shema Shai. Ain't no defamation, ain't no persecution, ain't no propaganda, technology you can do to stop this slavery. Ain't no water you can go up, no ocean that you can hide in, ain't no sky that you can go and live in that's gonna save you from this destruction or this captivity that's coming. Salakia, I'm trying to get it out. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh. Right, so, we ain't just out here for nothing, man. Yahweh is our way of the elect. We are here fishing for the rest of the elect, because that's the first step. There's steps to this. And they shall fish them, right. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. Right, so the Lord will give his men the power to go hunt these nations, these elites, so on and so forth, from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. It says, for mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Right, so everything that your elites have done, and the rest of these peon people that's gonna survive, the Lord gonna send us to hunt y'all, man. So ain't nobody gonna get away from this judgment that's coming. All right, I'm gonna end it there. But with all that being said, all praise to Yahweh Shema Rashai, by Shema Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.